We heard before that ad break then, Frankie, we heard your latest single, Catacombs. It is a beautiful piece, and as we said, it did go rocketing into the top of the new Isle of Man music chart. What does that mean to you? How does it feel to have that sort of recognition, I guess?
Well, Alex messaged me the other day saying, Frankie, have you checked your artist profile recently on Spotify? And I was like, no, why? And then I checked it and it was on like 30,000 streams, and I was like, what is happening? And it's just been going up and up over the past couple of days, and now I'm #1, which is really, really exciting, and I'm just so happy, and it means so much to me.
And Alex, how does that actually translate realistically, though, in the real world for musicians on the Isle of Man? What does that really mean for them?
Right, well, I'm of the mindset that one, it gets you heard a little bit further out in the world. Mm-hmm. But if you consistently do it, then that's the sort of thing that can get industry to pick up their ears about it, and it gives you a basis for you to be able to send out music to them and generate interest and generate a buzz.
Yeah, so is it now that because it is a very different market now, isn't it, for musicians? And it is, I would argue, there are benefits to the whole sort of digital thing because, as you said, you can sort of reach a lot more people. Yep. It's not easy to, well, essentially make money, if I'm going to be blunt about it, is it? No,
but I don't view Spotify as a money-making process. I view Spotify as a PR tool. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what a lot of musicians need to view it as, really. You know, it gets you out there, it gets your name out there, it gets you to, as Aaron said in the past, you can get to compare yourself to bigger artists and see where you come on the ladder compared to them. You can also, it's great for looking at geo-targeting results. So if you want to put it all together, like for example, Frankie's told me the most of her listens come from Germany. So
there
she
you
could
go.
do a little mini tour of Germany now if she wanted to.
And would you, Frankie?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So
learn a few choice phrases and things, yeah. Do you know what? I remember how to say from school, "Ich möchte ein Erdbeereis," which apparently means I would like ice cream, strawberry ice cream, unless I just swore. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, but that could be a good thing to do, yeah.
Yeah, I need to learn German if I'm going to do it. I can't speak any German at all.
Well, let's see if we get some messages coming in from people saying, come and play in Germany. I did have a message in, though, from Kitty Reynolds, who said, message for you, Frankie, who says, what is the overarching message of your music? It's quite a tricky question.
Yeah, so I wrote the EP when I was sort of in the process of moving away. So I guess it's about being supported by the island and all my friends and family. So home is about the island and everything I love about it. Catacombs is about all the friends that have sort of supported me through moving away and pushed me to take the next step in my music career. And yeah, it's sort of the whole EP is about just everyone that's helped me along the way.
Oh, that's lovely. And Alex, we mentioned before, obviously you are a singer-songwriter in your own right and you write your own music. What's the sort of influence for you? How would you describe your sound?
Okay, predominantly pop rock with a little splattering of soul in there. So I'm into artists like John Mayer, One Republic, Maroon 5, Paolo Nutini, that sort of thing. So I write commercial.
Is that intentional?
Yeah, because I love pop music. I'm really into the real, the American 80s sound at the minute that's making a real comeback, but from a modern perspective. So there's a band I keep listening to at the minute called The Night Game, and that's where I see for my next album that the sound going with I'm a big 80s fan, so sort of touching on that, but still staying contemporary and trying to stay ahead of the game in the sound. So yeah.
Fantastic. And where can people find your music? You're going to end up on the on your own Isle of Man music chart, are you?
No. You can find me. My website is avhmusic.com, and on Facebook I am Alex Harris Music.
And you have gigged quite a bit over here. Have you got any new gigs coming up? Anything planned?
I'm playing a gig tonight. I am doing a gig at Quids Inn. And then I think on the 15th, I'm going back to the British, and the British gigs have been fantastic recently.
It's a lovely place to play. We have had a message in from the former I suppose the creator of the Manx Music Chart, Aaron, is listening, and he messaged in to say, just a quick note to say thanks to Alex for picking up the chart, and to Frankie for being the first breakout success, and to us for our continued support as well. You are very welcome, Aaron, and it's lovely to hear from you there. So, Alex, if someone's listening and they are a musician over here and they want to try and get themselves in the chart, I'm assuming first thing they need to do is get on Spotify.
They need to get on Spotify. First of all, if they have a recording that they're going to put out, they need to find a decent aggregator. So, for example, I use Ditto Music, which is based in Liverpool, but they've got offices around the world. Or you can use someone like DistroKid.
For someone who is ignorant, like me,
so
what do you mean by aggregator?
Okay, so they're a publisher. So now the platforms allow, obviously, for you to publish your own music, where back in the 90s, when I was a lad, you had to actually send your demos to publishers, but now you can do it yourself. So if you go on to, say, dittomusic.com, sign up there. It costs about 20 quid a year, and what it does is it enables you to upload your music onto the internet, and then what they do is they then distribute it out to all the platforms like iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, and they give you a release date, and away you go. So that's the first thing you have to do. And then what I advise is to set yourself up a Spotify for Artists account. So just Google Spotify for Artists, download the app to your phone, and then if you can get in touch with myself, tell me when your release date is, give me a brief bio, so a brief description of your music and your history, give me a high res photo, so I'm going to be doing feature posts on artists that are in the charts. And any other information, all your social links, send them through to me, and you can message me at Isle of Man Music Chart on Facebook.
Fantastic. So, I mean, it might sound complicated. It's actually quite simple when you break it down.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Essentially, if you go to Facebook and look up Isle of Man Music Chart, you'll find out all the information on there.
And I'm going to be putting a post on there very soon with like a blueprint, what people can follow from step 1 to final step as well.
Excellent. And keep an eye out for Gigman as well, as he updates that too. And Frankie, where can people find your music?
Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, all the usual sites. I also now have a YouTube account.
Nice.
With some videos from the launch as well. So if you just type in Francesca May, and I should come up absolutely everywhere.
She's got it sorted, hasn't she?
Oh, yes.
She's like the dream new artist.
It's 90% business and 10% music.
Brilliant. Listen, thank you both so much for joining us.